Right, cool.
We
Yeah,
live.
yeah. Just lug down some coffee quick. I didn't go to the
I
gym
know.
tonight, so it's just
Oh,
late. But it's all good. I'm like, oh shit.
well, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no stress. It's nice to be up this late, anyways. It was Katrina's first day at her new job, so we've just been up
Ooh,
talking about it a lot.
nice.
Yeah, and
How'd that go?
great
She
first
like?
day. Yeah, yeah. She liked everyone that she works with. She has a sweet office.
Hmm. Where's the new art building at? I mean,
Uh,
obviously it's by the rec center,
it's
but nice. That's awesome.
yeah. I haven't been there, but it looks sweet, and I'm sure I'll be there sometime in the future now.
That's dope. So what is she doing exactly?
Um, I'm not sure exactly, but accounting stuff. And
So,
I know it's counting in the College of Education in the building, and it sounds like she helps people with their emissions and just a bunch of stuff. And then the
sure.
department like helps with planning out numbers for future payments and something like that. I'll have to ask her again or bring her on sometime. But yeah, it sounds sick.
Sure.
Like it's bad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's funny. Ash started her new job today too.
Oh really?
First day on the
Holy
job.
shit, that's sick. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's excited about that. Not not excited having her summer shortened, but she's excited about the new job.
Oh, how much shorter is her summers?
3 or 4 weeks,
Oh,
I
so
think.
like,
It's like 2 weeks on the back end and the front end, I think.
oh yeah, that's a bummer.
So but what I told her was like, it's only bad because you're going from like a longer summer, but like most people don't have any summers. So like once this becomes your new normal, it's not going to be like weird, you know?
True. Yeah.
So it
And
just becomes,
yeah, and will she be working at the school when nobody's there? Is that fun at all? Is that a thing? Or she's not working
so
at the school actually? So never mind.
yeah, so now she's in the admin building. So there's more people there and like she likes her coworkers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then like during the school year, she'll go to schools and stuff like during the days and
Oh,
whatnot,
okay.
get to travel around. So
Mm-mm. So
yeah, she's excited about it. Be good.
dude, that's tight. Dude, that's sick. Yeah. So I was. What is one thing I see just online where I'm like, well, that's not even a thing. You're just saying something, and now you're a thing. So when dads say that they're a girl dad, does that just mean that they just have the one kid that's a girl? And also, what does that mean? Because I don't say that I'm a boy dad, but I could. But
It's not cool to say boy dad. You're
yeah,
just a dad.
yeah.
You got your only cool. So you suck as a father because you don't have a daughter. Is basically that's what the internet's
Oh yeah,
saying.
yeah. Of course, of course. Because it's just one of
Yeah.
those things
So
where it's like, motherfucker,
and
just create
and
something.
and and you only have one fucking kid, you weakling. Try having two. You suck. You suck.
Right? Like you loser, she lazy,
Jesus.
bum, but
Yeah.
yes.
One kid, you're killing our whole fucking species.
Yeah, fuck everything.
God.
We're saving everything. Everything we're running out of everything. So we're being sustainable. You're welcome.
Nah, we're gonna have fucking food processed. Uh, that seems so wrong. Just like lab grown food.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't like it. I mean,
uh,
besides for like Oreos, but that's a different thing. But like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, but
all
like
this attack
lab
on
grown
like,
meat, it's just weird.
yeah, you won't see me doing that. No way. No way.
Yeah, dude, I hope. Yeah, but that's just one thing. Not to get back on that, where it's like when
Yeah,
people
anyways.
just create a group that they're in, and then just are like, yeah, this is awesome. And it seems like that's been happening a lot since social. Well, not well even before, but now with social media, everyone just gets in a group about something, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is sick. Even if the thing isn't cool, it's like, oh, let's normalize having bad breath. Let's normalize having bo. But it's like, no, let's not do that. Like that's not a good thing to do. You shouldn't have bo or bad breath. Like you can't just make stuff cool all of a sudden now. And people are doing that so much, and it's so frustrating. It's like this is
It's
cool now. It's like no, it's not. No,
dude, I don't know if you can hate and love the internet
I think so.
on like so much at one time as I do right now. Like I'll go from like laughing my ass off, like the the comment section on some of these videos are outstanding. Like people are so funny and creative, but the actual videos you're seeing are the worst. The worst. I yeah, I'm so sick of it. So much of it. Ash and I were talking about this the other night, and it's like you can do no wrong. Like now people are saying that sunscreen is giving you skin cancer, which may or may not be, but it's like, okay, well, I'll fucking get it if I don't put sunscreen on. And then like, but you also need vitamin D, otherwise you'll die too. So like you need to go outside. And I'm like, well, I'm in quite the predicament now because I get burned outside pretty easy. And then I heard this thing on like people are now saying you won't get sunburned at nearly as bad if you're not wearing sunglasses because your eyes see the light and then your body releases enzymes that protect your skin. And I'm like, that could be true, but I'm really fucking sick of all of this. I just want to live my life.
Wait, say that once. Wait. They're saying if you don't wear sunglasses, you won't get a sunburn as bad.
Correct. Like I could go outside and not get burned as easy because I'm not wearing sunglasses. But if I was wearing sunglasses to protect my eyes from sun damage, then like my skin will get burnt way easier.
That that just sounds dumb. Like I know I'm probably no expert on sunscreen, but I was like it's
No comment. As
I'm
as a white man, I cannot comment on this.
I'm always just like it's the fucking sun. Like get SPF, whatever the best is, get that one every time. It's the sun, and people are like, oh, I got my SPF, whatever, it's fine. It's like it's a giant ball of fire, and
Yeah.
I always put some on like my face and stuff, and I try not to just have my skin exposed for too long, cause it just probably isn't good for your skin to just be cooking out in the sun for hours.
Well, if you see somebody like you see old people like down in Florida
Oh
who are just like they've been there, like they're slumming it on the beaches and like they're tan, but their skin literally looks like leather. Like it is not in good shape. Like doesn't look healthy.
yeah,
I'm
I saw
like,
a few of those. Crazy.
I'm I'm not trying to be like that. All right, so give me a little bit of the sunscreen. I, we could maybe tone off the copper tone. Let's get something maybe a little cleaner, not quite as chemical filled. But I'm like, man, it is like insane right now how much you're getting bombarded with. Oh, you're terrible if you're giving your kids this, or you're an awful parent if you're giving your kids that, or you're gonna die earlier because this increases your risk of cancer. And it's like nobody fucking spouts off any facts other than one study of 600 people in a select area, and it's like that, and it increased their chances of cancer by 0.0001%. And it's like you're increasing your risk of cancer. Me stressing about cancer is probably increasing my risk of getting fucking cancer. So stop. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, Yeah, there's so much bombardment. And one thing that I'm happy with is I don't like a lot of stuff on social media. I mean, I will, but sometimes I won't because I don't want like my algorithm to change. But
Oh, mine's
most of the
fucked
stuff
up.
I see, it's just like it's Marvel stuff, it's Manchester United, it's sports, it's movie stuff, and then like occasionally like Selma Hayek or Lana Del Rey and
Dude,
my friends, and that's about it.
if you if you watch like fitness influencers, like even guys, right? Because like
Oh,
I'm like, damn, this dude's jacked. So like, I'll watch some guys lift, and I'm like, these dudes are fucking yoked. And then my shit is just filled with gym babes, like
oh,
just, and I'm like, I don't need this every fucking day. Like,
dude, yeah, that's
I, they know that I'm a fucking guy, and it's, hey, here you go, here's some more asses for
the
you.
yeah, that's a bad one too, because there is times where I'll be like, oh, I want to look at just some new exercises, so then I'll go on like
Yeah,
whoever's gym page, and then it's all just like gym, a lot of gym, but a lot of gym butts and stuff. It's like I don't need this
yeah.
on my page.
Even golf, dude. Like I'll watch golf videos, and then all of a sudden I have like Paige Spiranak and all these other golf babes on there, and I'm like, yeah, they're attractive, but like I don't care to watch these women like just swing. Like that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fucking watch PGA highlights and this other shit.
The, yeah,
So that's just annoying. And then you have to like purposely override your algorithm by like I'm like cars, shoes, just to like clear the whole fucking thing.
yeah, and yes. Sometimes after I look at like gym like shorts like compression shorts and tights, I'll just get like gay dudes and like fucking ads for like jock straps and like really short shorts, and it's like sick. So it's like okay, not also not what we signed up for, but whatever.
Oh,
People, to,
yeah, dude.
but
But
the
man,
worst is just the unsolicited, straight up like porn, like softcore porn clips.
dude, it's even when you. I don't know if you have this because you're not a girl dad, but like I have gotten random like moms just breastfeeding, like tits out, just
Oh
I'm
shit!
like, I don't need that. I
And
don't need that.
that's wild.
I don't need to see breast milk boobies. Like, I'm good without that.
That's hilarious. So not to go back on it. So in my definition, are you just a normal dad? Can you have one of each?
Well, I think I'm above average for sure.
Well, but yeah, but I feel like you're not like a technical like girl dad.
Yeah, no, I'm not. And I'm not. Yeah, I fucking hate playing like Barbies and shit. Like, that's.
But I mean like not even like that. I mean like you have a son and a daughter, so you couldn't.
I'm not a fucking boy dad. I'm not a girl dad. I'm an outcast.
You're not in
Like,
like the
it's kind of
club. I
like,
mean, if you're not in that club that they created to shut everyone else out.
well, it's kind of like if you're a white male from middle class America, like, you're like probably the worst human on the planet right now.
Yeah, I feel.
Like, we're the most discriminated against, people comment section's gonna blow up. It, but you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, like, hey, can I get some financial aid for college? It's like, yeah, cool. Are your parents divorced? Nah. Uh, are what's your income level? Like, well, my parents is pretty good. Okay. We have all these scholarships for any other like if you is your grandparent like half anything? No. Okay. Well, you're just gonna have to get normal financial aid then, I guess, because we don't have anything special for you. And it's like that's everything right now. It It's like you're fucked if you're just like a middle class white male. Like at least women have like the fact that they're a woman, I guess, you know? It's
Dude,
like, God damn.
that's one of my favorite things. No, but I do feel like, I mean, I feel like y'all just kind of just did that to yourselves throughout the history of time. Like y'all just kept being
Okay,
like,
explain.
like y'all just kept.
Explain.
I feel like,
I want to hear
I
this.
mean, not to say like, oh, but I feel like you guys have just kind of been dicks just so many times throughout history to everybody.
Just because we're superior in most ways.
Like there's always stuff like this. Like
Someone could have stopped us. Nobody wanted to.
there's always just some just ruse or just some like plan, and I was just like, oh well,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we're losing sports pretty fast.
but
So,
but it's funny too.
like,
It's like,
that's gone.
but I
We
feel
just have
like
to own sports teams now.
yeah, but I feel like people are mad at people's like great grandparents or even like great grandparents, and they're taking them out of them now. Do you remember? This is kind of a deep cut, but do you remember the episode of It's Always Sunny when they think the one guy is uh their dad? Fuck, I can't remember the guy's
Oh,
name.
yes.
And like
Is he like the rich white guy?
they think it's him, yeah, but then
Yeah.
uh they ruin like the one other guy's car and house because they think it's the gang solved the gas crisis, and I think
Yeah.
it's they ruined the guy's house. Then it was
Yes.
it's
Yes.
just like some white dude, and then and then at the end, he's just like, "What the hell, man? I didn't do anything to anybody, man. I love that car, man." I feel like that's just so many like white guys now, unfortunately. Like I didn't do anything
We're
to anybody,
we're just like, what the fuck? That's so true. Dude, that couldn't be more true.
Yeah,
Like,
but I feel like that happens with so many things. It's people like they'll aim, but then they'll just aim way too broadly. Like when people are like, all people who make money are bad, and just that it's just like
yeah,
no, it's just like
that
it's like y'all
that's
get
like that's like I feel like it's when you have like a girl that has quote unquote daddy issues because like her dad was mean to her or left her or abused her or whatever, and it's like, okay, I understand there's probably some deep seated there, but it's like they instantly think all men are terrible and they're all like out to get them, and it's like that's not how it is at all. You're just not finding the majority of guys that actually are decent,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. It just sucks because it's just like it's because a little bit of everything is just true. Like there is. Obviously, a lot of guys who just suck, and then there's a lot of girls who just suck, and then there's those guys who like are just so bitter towards girls from like their childhood. So now they're old and weird, and it's just
Or they get cheated on because they're a piece of shit or lazy or sloppy or it was college and it was just college and then they immediately like, I'll never find a girl because all girls are hoes. Like I'm all about business and gym. I'm working on myself. And you're like, dude, chill out. Pump the brakes.
yeah,
God.
and yeah,
Yeah, people are extreme, man.
yeah.
People are extreme.
It's most
And
of the extreme
stereotypes.
people that are mostly like the loudest. Yeah, I always think Spoon doesn't have any social media. Like that's always my example whenever I just think of people who are freaking out about stuff, and then like a level-headed, good person who's not out there like screaming their opinions. I'm like Spoon doesn't have any social media.
Could you imagine if he did?
If
Could you imagine if Spoon like got in? Like, I would love, especially during football season with the Bears and the Hawkeyes. It would be like the most negative enjoyment I think I'd ever witness. Like
He,
if he was one of those guys who posted their post game rants, like just selfie videos, that would be incredible.
yeah,
We need to
yeah, I
have
would
that guy on.
pay for those. I would subscribe to those, but I just feel like he just doesn't have time for any of that dumb nonsense. Like even with like he's recommended to me so many good shows and movies and music, and even if it's stuff I don't like, I feel like he mostly doesn't like things that are bad, if that makes sense. But like if something's like, yeah, I feel like it mostly just has to be good.
That's so true, dude. Because I will recommend a movie that's terrible, but I'm like, I fucking enjoyed it, and he would be like, this is the worst movie of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking care if it's a good cinematic film or not. Like, I fucking had a good time watching it. That was my interpretation of if it's a good movie or not. Yeah, for sure. We need to get him on, dude.
Oh
Let me
yeah,
get him on.
yeah. Because
He would be
speaking
a
of him,
he
like
would be
there's
a fun one.
real quick, there's a new like Anderson Paak, somebody else album. I should know it. They're they're so good and it's just so smooth and like, but I just don't. It's good. I like it, but it doesn't do anything for.
So
I'm like, oh, this is.
Spoon's problem is he likes all the good shit, but like he thinks that everybody else also only likes good shit. And like, do you remember we would be like everybody's just trying to get fucked up and go out to the bars in college, you know?
Hmm.
And we're all listening to music, right? And it's like popular rap or like pop songs, you know, which he is not about. And then he would DJ, and it's just like everybody's kind of like, who played that? Who put that on? You know, like not the right time. Read the room. And he didn't care. He would had no care in the world. He
Yeah,
just is like, this song's great. You guys don't understand. This gets me going,
yeah, some
and
deep
I
cut
love it. I
lyrics.
appreciate him for it. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Because
yeah,
the whole
stereotypes
time I'm
are
like,
all.
really good, but I just don't know if
Yeah,
what
I
the
was just.
well.
You good?
Yep, just close. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, man.
Do
Yeah,
you,
so stereotypes are. I think it's annoying when like you point out stereotypes and people are like, "Oh, that's racist," or "That's sex." It's like, well, but like in most cases, it's true. So is it? Is that really?
yeah, yeah, and it's really more about like how you point it out and when and to who. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I
It's like I don't know. I also, and this could be me because I don't take a lot of things like personal from that standpoint. But like if somebody calls me a cracker, like I don't fucking care.
no.
Like, you know, and like I'm not comparing that to like the N word per se because there's more of a historical context there. But I'm just like, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like
no, yeah,
you're so white, or if like a black when black people make fun of white people, it's so funny.
yeah.
It cracks me up, dude. And it's mostly like pretty spot on too, which is why it's so funny. And I feel like we're starting. I think we're getting back there, but for a long time, I think we were losing the ability to make fun of ourselves. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like everybody had to put this facade up, and like we just couldn't be funny anymore. Like I feel like comedy, even comedians have talked about this, like how there was such a stretch for a long time where like there wasn't a lot going on in comedy because people feel like they couldn't say the same things or the audience wouldn't consume it and take it the same way. And now it's like people are so open to like the bad shit, like your Bill Burrs, like Dave Chappelle, like they want to hear somebody who is just going to go off the rails.
yeah. Like Ari Shafir, who has the most death threats.
Ah, he's so funny, dude. Like he's
Gotta
so
think him
funny.
up real quick.
Yeah, he's a lot though. He's a lot. Mark Norman's pretty good. I like Mark Norman's stuff a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I like his
Like
just his comedic style. I like a lot.
his delivery's great. It's so, and when you listen to him on any like he can't just not make jokes. Like I feel like he's the guy where you meet him in real life and he just is telling jokes or making zingers all the time, whether they land or not. That's the only way he can speak.
Yeah, like on the last protect our parks. The one before that, he got super wasted, and then on the last one, they talked about he was saying how like he puked a bunch, and then went on stage and like with retelling jokes, but they're like you were still doing a good job, like the crowd knew like what was going on and stuff, and
Yeah.
then he like passed out to like a back like clock of the thing I guess, and
No. Yeah, dude, he parties, man.
yeah,
He
just
parties
like
hard.
hearing that was just hilarious
Yeah.
see it all happen.
Do you listen to Two Bears One Cave at all with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer?
No, sometimes I'll catch their videos on IG. I like them both a lot. I just don't.
Yeah. I put it on when like while I'm working, like if I need something a little lighthearted or if like I'm stressed out,
Oh yeah.
I'll I'll put that shit on. And it's just they're like a perfect combination of each other. Like they're so different but also think the same type of shit's funny.
Oh
You know?
yeah.
And yeah, it's just great to listen to. And I think Bert has no fucking filter at all. And that's what's the best part because you never know like where it's gonna go
Oh yeah.
and what he's gonna say, which is refreshing for sure.
Yeah. Tom Segura has still probably my favorite stand up special since I've seen it. If that makes sense. I saw it in like
Yeah.
2017, and it's
Which
still
one was
like
that?
it's either I can't remember.
Was it Ball Hog? Was that
No,
one?
no, the ones before that.
The one before that. Yeah, I'm trying to
Yes,
remember. Like I feel like I can see the title on Netflix.
yeah, there were like two of them that I saw back to back, and one of those was my favorite. Still is probably.
Yeah, I think his might be the hardest I've ever laughed throughout like a whole special. Um, Nate Bargatze had a good one that I laughed a lot at.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot at
yeah, a
his.
lot of his clips are good. And then there was
I didn't like his new one as much as the other ones. Um, I like another guy who I've been listening to more is Andrew Schultz.
okay, yeah, yeah.
His stuff, I like his stuff.
Pause quick. I gotta get my charger, but I'll edit this out. But Paul and Andrew Schultz.
You could add in some like elevator music while we wait. Just a note as you're watching this, some sort of little jingle, and then I'll just be sitting here reflecting on my thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. So Andrew Schultz, that's funny. Well, it's more interesting, I guess. Is I remember him from Guy Code and Girl Code. Did you
See,
ever
I
watch
don't.
that?
No.
It what was a show on MTV? and MTV too, like back in like 2010ish, around then.
Okay.
And it was just a bunch of like young comedians like him, um, that one Andrew something, who's another comedian that's big right now, and Aquafina was on there, and like some other people.
What did they do?
They just kind of like break stuff down, like first dates, like guy code, like what not to do,
Oh,
who do. Yeah, yeah, but
okay.
it's a good show. Like it's really fun. It's a really fun show. Me and Katrina watched a lot of that. Like the first few months Leon was born, just randomly that summer. But it's fun.
Oh, dude. You know what I'm going to miss for the rest of my life, and I hope I
Blockbuster.
get to enjoy it when I have grandkids, is that like new baby stage, like parts of it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Ash is like, "Would you ever want to have another baby?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not." But I do like when you could just wake up early, throw on a movie or Netflix show, and like you feed the baby, and like you're just up at 4 a.m. snuggling them, just chilling. Like the whole world's quiet. There's not a care in the world. You wouldn't rather be anywhere else, and you're just like, that was the fucking best. That was the best. And
Yeah.
it's like I would do anything for that feeling, but man, some of those other parts, fucking brutal,
Yeah,
brutal,
and the thought of doing that now with Leon around too,
dude.
game
The
changer.
second kid, Ash and I were talking about this. Like the second kid made it so much harder. Like, I mean, you don't really realize it's harder, but like now when we're looking back, I don't remember Marshall being a baby really or little. You
Uh,
know, there was just more going on with the
mhm.
toddler. With Frankie, I remember every detail. You know,
Like,
all the little times, the different development stages. And with Marshall, I'm kind of like, yeah, he was, I don't know, he was a baby and then he pretty much started walking,
uh,
you know? It was just, I don't
yeah,
know. It was different, different for sure. Different for sure.
yeah.
But I think the fact that you have to go through those struggles makes it, I don't know, makes it more meaningful.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's not easy.
And it's such a weird feeling. Sometimes I try to describe it because it will suck at times, and even when it sucks, if you weren't doing it, you'd still rather be doing it.
100%. 100%.
But you don't necessarily enjoy it like at all at the time. And sometimes even looking back on it, you might not enjoy it, but you still are happy you did it, if that makes sense. And you still do enjoy it.
Ash and I were talking about that too. Like when Frankie was a baby, she was tough. Like she didn't want to sleep. She was uncomfortable. She puked a lot, spit up a lot.
Oh yeah.
And now looking back on it, I was like, you know, remember when Frankie would just puke all over the carpet and how gross that was, you know? And it was like, looking back on it, it's fun and funny. And the time was miserable. It sucked.
Yeah.
You're like, God, just go to sleep. Stop puking on the carpet. The carpet's disgusting. Like all this. I don't know. Being a parent is never easy, but I think there's so much joy that comes out of it. And it's hard to explain to somebody who either doesn't want kids or doesn't have kids. I know not everybody can. I respect people's opinions who don't want to have kids,
Hmm.
but I'm also, I don't get it. Like, there's no other feeling in this world than being a parent,
No, that's fair.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I could say I get it, but I just don't. I'm not gonna try to convince you to, because you're just not gonna get it.
But it's your own life. Like, everybody can do what they want. So
And
I'm not going to sit here
yeah,
and
yeah,
make you
yeah.
feel bad for not doing it.
And for me, the biggest thing will always and still just be is time. There's almost so much. There's only so much time for you and me. I'm someone who loves my time. I love my time. I love time. And then
Same.
when you have a kid and just a family, you have less time for you. And that sounds selfish, but at the same time, you take in everything. You are you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so it's like, no, you're you, but it's like, yeah, but there's only so
But,
much that can be done with all this, and there's only so much time, and that's really the only thing with like, man, you just lose so much time for you.
well, you definitely do. And that is probably the part that I struggle with the most, too, is some days I don't want to do anything else but hang out with my kids. And there's other days where I just want to go up to the mountains by myself for 3 days and not have to talk to a single person.
Oh no,
You know,
yeah, oh yeah,
that would be that would be awesome. And but that's part of it. Like, and they need you to survive.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's an element of that where it's that responsibility of like they're an innocent kid that you brought into the world, like, and you don't want to be there with them. So that's some of like the guilt part that I
Mm.
deal with, right? When you're like you want to be selfish, like I haven't had any fucking time to myself, but all they want to do is just be around you. They're not
Mm-hmm.
asking for a lot. They ask for a lot, but they're not really asking for a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah.
out of you more than just to be with them and play
Well,
with them and
but then
all
they're also
that.
asking everything of you. Like you gotta keep them alive before your life.
That
But
well,
then like that's what they
if
need.
you're on a plane, yeah, but if you're on a plane, like put your own mask on first,
Well, yeah,
then
that
your
to keep
kids.
yeah, but that to keep them alive. But I know what you mean. It's like they don't ask much from you, but you have to give everything.
Yep.
Which, yeah, and
But
yeah,
but
it's
part
awesome.
of it is, but you would.
Mhm,
I
yeah,
would
yeah. Then that's the thing.
I would
It's
give
like,
everything for my kids. And I think what my struggle is, I understand while we're younger
hmm
and you're building things and you have more free time, and when you start making money to be able to vacation and do what you want, it's to throw a kid in there is a big change, right? So I understand why when you're younger you might not want to have kids, but as you get older, like, what are you going to do? Like, I feel like as you grow older, like most older people, you see how they act around kids, like they love it. Like my grandparents getting and your parents getting to be around the kids, like that's all they want. Yeah, they like to hang out with us, sure, but nothing brings them joy like the grandkids. And if you're not building a family, I feel like you're gonna lose out on that. Like when you're older, what you gonna hang out with more old people? Like how many trips can you take, And I guess to each their own, but that seems like a pretty big risk that I don't know, I feel like isn't worth it, I guess.
no, yeah, yeah. I totally see that side. I honestly see both sides. I think both sides are right. If there was one, I mean, not that it's a debate, you know what I mean? But I see both
Sure.
sides. And do you think it's if you never? no, but then I was gonna say, but you think if you end up don't having kids, you never get that feeling of, oh, what am I gonna do when I'm older? Could that switch or whatever didn't change to make you feel that certain way about your kid? Did that make sense?
Say that one more time.
Like, well, I guess it doesn't make sense because if people think that they don't want to have a kid and then they don't have a kid, they're gonna they're never gonna know what the feeling is like to have their mind switched. They're never gonna feel that
Yeah,
feeling. So if you don't,
but I think there's something that switches as you get older and you look back at your life and you're not working anymore. Everybody else is, has kids. I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say, right? Because you're trying to look into the future and predict how you would feel. Like, nobody really knows. I don't know. I just think I guess I always wanted kids.
mm-hmm.
So, but it definitely switched once I had kids as far as like a lot of things changed. I became more emotional. I started thinking about things differently.
Oh yeah,
I didn't give two shits about politics or anything else really. But now I'm like, you start to think more about what kind of state of the world are you going to leave your kids in,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
And like, I'm trying to become a better person so I can set a better example for my kids and all of that. And not perfect at all, far from it, but it keeps that, it's always there, right? It
mm-hmm.
keeps you accountable, it keeps you showing up every single day. Like, you can't have off days as a parent. It's fucking hard. I mean, that's half the reason I stopped drinking is because I'm like, I cannot do this hungover. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
hard enough to do sober.
Yes, yeah, and yeah. Say the topic one more time. Sorry, I was thinking about what I was going to say.
Oh, we're just talking about kids, like, and how once I had a kid, there was a lot that
Oh
switched with me.
yes. Sorry. I was gonna say wasn't. Never wanted to have kids until I met Katrina, and then I was like, oh, I could maybe see us having a kid, and then like the more we were to get together, it was like, oh, like I think it would be fun. Like I think that this will be something that we'll do at some point, and then having the kid, it was awesome. Like right away, I was like, oh, this is great. But then it was in like the I think month 7 or 8 was when like it really like clicked in and switched because it was the first time he made like eye contact with me. They're not eye contact, but I could just feel like our minds just like locked in, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, and things just changed even more drastically. And
yeah,
sometimes things do change. Like the first time I saw him get hurt, you change. The first time you're proud. The first time you really feel a new emotion with them, it kind of changes in you forever.
100%. I couldn't agree more. And it's weird. And while I'll never understand why people don't want to have, I guess I understand, but I don't really understand.
Hmm.
But man, after having kids, it's just like, there's no other feeling like it. And I'm sure other people have different experiences, obviously, but that's just the way it's been for me.
No, no,
It's like,
that's
man,
fair.
it's just been the most challenging, fulfilling. Like, talk about being selfish. Like, you're trying to create a better you
Yeah, right.
in a
That's true.
sense. right? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to have a kid, and I don't want them to be like me. I want them to be way better than me. You
Hmm.
know, how can I help them become better than me? They don't have to like the same shit. They don't have to be into the same things. I want them to be their own individual person, but I want them to be the best possible version of themselves, which is better than what I've accomplished or
Hmm.
what I'm going to accomplish, you know?
Yeah. The one thing I think about a lot is I know that I'm going to be unintentionally extra strict with his school because I wasn't good at it. So I'm just
Yeah,
kind of like, no, you gotta get good grades because like that whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Exactly. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be that
yeah,
dad.
yeah. Well, and that's funny that you say that because, like, for me, I'm the opposite. Like, school came easy to me, but I didn't feel like I feel like I did so many things because that's what you're supposed to do.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I want my kids to become more free thinkers as younger kids.
Oh.
Explore more different stuff, right? I always was like, okay, this is what I do, this is what I'm good at, I'm just going to do that. I didn't really explore a lot of other stuff. I
Hmm.
didn't, it just came natural to me. I wasn't really inquisitive. I didn't, you know? And so I want them to kind of push boundaries and try different things and be creative and not necessarily stick to so much of the status quo.
Really cool that you say that, and it's interesting that you say that too, because it seems like you will almost want the thing that you didn't do and weren't as good at. Like
Yeah,
that's what you focus on more. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
Which is very interesting.
Like, I would love if my kid was like a super talented, like creative type, right? Like artist or musician or something like that. Because I never was. Like, I've
Mhm.
appreciated art and music, but not, I've never practiced it. I've never gotten good at it. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love for them to be really good at sports too. But, like, I don't know, there just seems like something cool about being able to express yourself through art and music and all of that. I don't know. I just think that would be cool. It's interesting. That is a funny observation. I never really even thought about that.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like you do want, like, I think about this too. Like I don't hope, and I know at the time I won't care either way, but I hope he's popular and I get to meet like a lot
Oh,
of his friends, and like they're over here at our house a lot. Like it's like my basement was type thing.
yeah,
Like I want to
yeah.
be out and about and be like, oh, like it's Leon's friends, blah blah blah, and just that type thing. Just around
And
there.
that's funny. Like, you want that because that's what you had.
Hmm.
I I want that because that's not what I had. Like, we didn't, like, my parents' house wasn't really the hangout spot ever, you know? And I would love for my kids to be here all the time,
Right?
you know? So, yeah, man, that would be cool. I don't want to think too much about them being in high school and all that shit. Like,
Oh, right. Yeah, it's
but yeah, it's fun to think about.
yeah. So sometimes just with like the size, like I wonder like how tall is he gonna be and stuff. Just
Wonder that all the time. Like, who
yeah,
are they gonna become?
yeah.
Like, what are they gonna look like when they're going through like the puberty years? Where, like, are they gonna be like lanky, clumsy type kid? Or are they gonna be like, and I just, dude, I worry about kids getting bullied, and I'm like, I hope they're just like you said, like popular, but
Hey,
mostly so like, yeah, they. I hope their friends pick on them because that kind of keeps some of your like shit in check. But like, I don't want him to get like bullied. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, uh, yeah, I don't want to. And then the online bullying is fucking nuts,
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I
When
feel like with that,
when
the
do you give
most
your
important thing you can do is just build up your self-esteem so they
Gary
don't
Vee
give
talks
them the
about that
peer
a lot.
pressure and can just be like, no, this is stupid. Like, no, fuck off. I don't need this.
Yeah, Gary Vee talks about that a lot. I've seen a lot of his clips
Yo.
on like how do you help your kids navigate like the online world. And it's like be there for them and build up their self-confidence because then they're going to be able to combat a lot of that stuff and brush it off, which
Hmm.
is huge. I mean, I think that kind of ties into our last podcast where we talked about like the outside pressure of what makes you a good parent or a good human being or what you should be doing and all this. And it's like, well, just be confident in your own ability. Like, I don't feel a lot of pressure to do all that shit all the time,
Right,
you
yeah.
know?
It's like,
It's like, I'm not doing that, but I feel like I'm a pretty good dad. I'm not perfect,
yeah.
but
So
I think I'm
sometimes
doing
I'll
pretty
just
good.
go, yep, let's see. He's happy, he's alive, he's fed. Sweet. All right, good. Check.
Yeah,
And he's
that's,
learning. But like that's sometimes like let's see. Yep. Though they're all checked. Sweet. We're doing good. Everything else, like you know what I
well,
mean? It's that you can break it down to be that simple. And then if you know you
well,
do
and
things, it's like cool.
there's pressure of every day you need to like do this to build your kid up or teach him this lesson or do all that. And it's like, sometimes I just want to go fucking throw rocks. Like, if all you did all day was just like throw rocks, play trucks on the carpet, like, we didn't learn shit. I didn't teach him any fucking life lesson, and we had the best day.
Yeah, and
You know?
yeah,
Like,
there's
there
just
doesn't need to be pressure.
yeah, and there's ways just to mix stuff in. Like there'll be times where he wants me like just to throw him or lift him for him to be like, okay, but you gotta count as high as you can type thing. And just making just fun, just little game and stuff.
See, you're such a better dad than me.
Yeah,
It's fucking terrible.
yeah, just doing all the things. But yeah, there's just so much stuff where it's like, dude, I'm just so not interested in like trying to get caught up in parenting stats and stuff. It's just stupid.
Oh, I don't have time for I mean, most good dads don't have time for that shit.
Mm. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, it's just like, oh, come on. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, dude, there's such a lame line. It just kind of can't get in my head. But like, I don't want to be. Oh, this is so lame. But I don't want to be like the best dad. I want to be the best dad for Leon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was lame,
Yeah,
for
like
sure. No, I'm kidding. I get it.
yeah. So I was like, oh, fucking.
Dude, it's
But
true
it makes
because
sense. You know what I
kids,
mean?
yeah, because kids are all individual. What
Yeah.
works for one dad with their kids might not work for you and Leon, and that's
Exactly.
fucking fine.
Yeah. Then I feel like that's how everyone should look at it. Just be the
You
best
want to think?
parent for them.
I'm gonna I'm gonna transition us to the Trump assassination via good dad moments. Good dad moment. Shout out to the guy who took a bullet in that assassination. The dad was behind Trump. He shielded his two kids and wife and ended up getting hit with a bullet and dying. It was the
Mm.
one guy. Did you hear that?
No, was it a white guy?
Of course, it was a white guy.
Oh, he
The
probably
Trump.
deserved it. Probably deserved it. He's probably some. Let's go, right? I'm sure that there's someone out, like you know how that stuff is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
No,
he was
that's
like,
awesome though. I didn't know that. I mean, that
yeah,
no. Let me rewind. That's not awesome. That sucks. But that's yeah.
a
That's a
good dad
sad
moment.
story.
Shout out to him. But yeah, no, it sucks. That assassination's wild. Like it still like almost doesn't feel real.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
you know how we're still talking about the JFK assassination?
And talk to a girl.
I think she's done. She's played out, right?
I mean,
She's
I'm not sure.
okay.
I don't know, but probably. But continue.
I I don't know. I've been seeing way less of her. Way
Okay,
less.
good, 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 good.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she hocked to it on that bullet, and that's why it missed.
No, it's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, good stuff.
Anyways, but that's, I mean, pretty wild stuff.
Yeah,
You got any thoughts and opinions on this?
I mean,
Oh, you probably wish he would have got hit.
no, I would think
You're so like that. You're so like that.
you're so like that. Yeah, that's just oh, that's so good. Yeah, you would wish he would got shot. That's just what you're about. What the what? No, I was thinking if he would have died, would would things have gone horrible? Like, would that be the closest we would have been to like an actual like civil war type crazy situation?
I think I I think you're dead right on that. There would have been, oh my God. I couldn't even imagine. I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, because remember like the Capitol thing?
Well, hold on. The Capitol thing was not Trump's fault.
But okay, but like
Let's,
the supporters,
if
but
you want
like
to go down
how
that rabbit.
we don't. Well, okay, I'm not saying it was Trump's fault, but what was it? But those types of people got that upset for that. Imagine if he got assassinated. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it would have been, we'd be in a bad spot right now. For sure. For sure. Because there's lunatics on both sides.
Oh,
Like that's obvious. And
dude,
so the lunatics
I
on
think it's
Trump,
mostly I think it's mostly both sides are lunatics.
I think mostly people are in the middle and they're kind of
Oh,
just
oh, I
like,
thought you meant like in office. I thought you meant like in the actual
oh,
government.
yeah, no, that's 1,000%. They're all crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah. Most
that's a
people are in
given.
the middle. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Most normal people are in the middle.
yeah. Okay,
But
yeah,
yeah, I think the other side of it, like the right wingers, like I think you have some Looney Tunes that are out there that are holding on by a thread because Trump's doing well.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he was done, I think they lose their leader and they're lost and they are coming for vengeance. If the other side of things, boy, did they make a bad mistake in not actually executing this
Dude,
assassination
me,
attempt.
yeah, me and Katrina watched it after we heard. Then like after he went down, she was like, man, he's going to win. Then and then we were like, wait, watching you like the most like badass thing ever. Like, wait, America. And I was like, of course. He might as
Dude,
well
that was
shotgun the beer afterwards.
how, if he's stone cold 2 beers, like that would have been the only thing more American than what he did. Like this was a scene out of like Braveheart. Like I don't even know. He had blood on his face and he's, yeah, yeah, fight, fight. There's no way he loses this. Like
I know there's ain't
they
no way.
fucked up. They fucked up. Like they tried everything. They were trying to pull his security service detail for like months leading up to this.
They were trying to
Or
remove it. You said.
yeah, yeah. So they were trying to say that because he's like a criminal and got indicted for all this shit, like he shouldn't have Secret Service. and all that. I don't know the facts behind it, but basically they got denied. But they were trying to petition to get and have the courts rule that he shouldn't have Secret Service, which obviously
Yeah,
now
that's so.
leading up to an assassination attempt. And I saw the shooter, I just saw this, was in a BlackRock video where BlackRock is like one of the biggest like landowners and left wing companies and is supposedly in bed with the government and all this other stuff. So we could save this for a conspiracy podcast,
Oh yeah.
but there's a lot of like, the internet's connecting dots right now. And it is fun to watch this play out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's. Yeah, and the fact that there's a bunch of like conspiracies already started. I'm not like, oh, I'm like, yeah, probably.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
that's the
sounds about
thing is
right.
like, there's been enough evidence that has come out on a lot of this like shit where it's like, man, it could be or it couldn't be, but it definitely raises questions, and now I don't know what to believe. So it's all possible. Like it's all possible.
Yeah, it's fucking Jesus.
So I don't know. That's still wild. That shot in the ear,
Yeah,
and then he was golfing the next day.
really? That's awesome. That's funny. Yeah, but
Crazy.
if he would have died, it just would have been a mess. All, but also if Biden dies, that can be a mess too. It's everything's just
They
it's
can't
all mess.
run. They can't run Kamala Harris. Like she sucks.
We did it,
Like,
Joe. Joe, we
oh,
did it. I
dude.
I haven't seen it since then.
So there's a couple video clips I'll show you. But I guess people have been like grown her because of her speeches. Like she says these like taglines, and it's like I think the one, and it was like they just repeated at every speech that she gave, and it was like a 10-minute long video of her literally saying the same thing over and over, and it was what could be unburdened by what has been, and it just like kept repeating it,
Like,
and and I'm sure every politician like has
oh
this
yeah.
same video log, but it was just funny. And then everybody's basically said like she's sucked her way to the top. Um, and then the one thing that's the most annoying is they try to push her to be like the black, like to appeal to the black voters, like she's a black, and but then in 2016 she ran on a platform of being like an Indian woman, and it's just like
Yeah, that is always
it's
lame when it's like, all right, like come on now, we see you.
yeah. But
It's
I
not
feel like
funny.
most black people do see through it,
And
like I think they bought into the Obama one for sure, but Obama was like charismatic and well spoken. Like whether you agree with his policies or how he was as president is irrelevant. Like he was presidential. Like when you look at him and how he spoke, how he acted, like he was what you wanted in a president from a
no,
perception standpoint.
yeah, 100%.
And so it was a lot easier to swing the black vote. And you even had white people like, yeah, we should have a black president. Like now's the time. Like this
I feel
guy's
like
perfect.
yeah, I feel like imagine if you could win unlimited times and Biden died and Obama could run again.
Well,
I
they're just gonna run Michelle Obama.
I mean, shit. Yeah, come on down, something like Jesus, like. And I did hear that they won't give Robert F. Kennedy like any secret service stuff either.
No, they won't.
Yeah,
They won't. They won't let him debate. And I'm like, that. seems so fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's like what? Like
And there's no reason. Like they don't, dude. Watching. So I've never really listened to like the press secretaries and all these people, but they are very, very good at deflecting. Like master class at deflection. It's impressive, you know. They said they said the reason, I mean this one was not good, but they said the reason that Biden sucked in his debate was because he had a cold.
yeah, I saw. It's like come on,
How dumb do you think we are?
dude. That's not even. And they've done that shit just blatantly lying about stuff or just saying like nope, like nope. If you think this, you're wrong. Like you're crazy. There is no way. Just blatant, just lying to your face.
Yeah. And when they say, no, this is a fact, that's
Oh
a
yeah,
fact.
yeah.
You know
That's a
they're
fact.
fucking lying.
That's a fact.
You know they're fucking lying.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you watch it and I've always been sick of it, and I think most people are, of when they're debating or campaigning or all of that, it's always they're just putting down and bashing the other opponent. It's
Mm.
like just talk about like what your plan is to make my life better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
That please, like we get enough of this negative shit all the time.
yeah, for real.
It would just be refreshing.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Once we get AI or some shit.
Oh God, don't even start.
I was thinking. Yeah, we should do like a just a hang with Nut and Matt. They're just four people to see how everything works before we do like an actual live
We
recording.
100% should.
Yeah, and
We should.
so ooh, do you have to have do you have to have the Riverside app to do Riverside, or can you go in through the website?
Uh, I don't know on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
but like on my computer, I just go to the website.
Okay, because I was thinking just to try it, we could even just send um a link to our group chat just randomly
Yeah,
and
that would be great.
just see how it works.
But I don't think you need to have like you don't need to have an account or anything.
Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, no, as long as like you as the host. Now, you might have to like I don't know, are you paying it all for this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
All right, just send me a fucking invoice, dude.
I did. I think so. I think we discussed it, or I wrote it down. But
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know. But I think it's like
Yeah.
$10 a person a month right now, or something. Like
Okay.
not bad.
Okay. No, that's perfect. So I was gonna say, like, that would probably be the only thing is if we had to like select a certain level in order to be able to host that many people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll look into that too. But I think we should be good.
But yeah, no, I think we should be good too. I mean, if you're paying it all, I would imagine it'd be able to do four at
Right.
least.
Yeah. I'm already very excited for that. That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, dude. When should we try to do it?
I forgot got to respond to Nut. I'm going to do that right after this. I'd say
Should we?
well whenever they're free and we can see.
Yeah, because it'd be ideal to do like a protect our park style,
Mm-hmm.
like get some cigar smoke, get some beers in our system, like
Yeah, like
just kind of have a loose hang.
yeah. So that could even be like a weekend, like a weekend night would be ideal. Like even if it was,
Yeah, like I was thinking like a Saturday night, like
yeah, that'd be awesome.
yeah,
They then could just have like some topics, so just like a big rundown of things too, just to go
Yeah,
over.
yeah, stuff we could always get to. That'd be great. I know Nutty's super into the conspiracy stuff too.
I like it. I like it
Matt,
like
Matt, Matt, not so much, dude. He's lame. Like I
that.
said.
Oh, fair. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I want to hear about the new NCAA game too, so I'm excited to talk with him.
I know. I'm like torn on whether I want to. Like, I know I shouldn't. Like, I don't have fucking time to play video games.
I don't have the newest system too, so I can't even play it.
What do you have to have?
Like the newest Xbox or PS5.
'Cause I have like an Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I know. I even know what you have, but I don't think you can play it.
Oh, fuck you.
I feel like you're just whalers in mine. It's like, you're like,
Oh, you're
I
still
think it's gonna
playing
work on
Dream?
your Xbox
You're still
360.
playing the Sega Dreamcast, bro? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Did they come out with NCA for the Wii yet?
Yeah. I might get that. I might get that. Shit.
Oh, yeah. I just don't think I need to buy a new system to play that.
Yeah, I might not this Christmas, but next Christmas I might get a new system. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? I'm just having
You
a
know
good.
what we need to do? We need to start like a Twitch stream and
Ooh,
like
should I stop recording or should I keep recording?
I think we should record as much as possible.
Okay, cool. Continue.
I mean, it's totally up to you. You have to edit this shit, so
I mean, the editing it's gonna be easy. Just for uploading is my only. But it doesn't matter either way. But
yeah.
continue.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think if we started a Twitch stream where we just played some video games, would be
Ooh,
fun.
ooh.
Ah, I know. I just don't need more shit to do though. Dude, I'm bad at that. I I always have like other stuff I want to do
Eh,
all the
yeah,
time.
Twitch that Twitch could be fun, or we could even do something where I'm trying to think if we did some sort of an NCAA game where we were the O&D coordinators and we called the plays for Matt or some shit or something or something
Oh,
something that I don't know what it is, but
I like it. I like it.
oh, that's just yeah, Twitch.
Brainstorming.
Yes, yes, yeah. And I
Beautiful
still
night.
at some point will have my um notes and want to do an episode breaking down the four pillars of life. And I'll definitely want to start with love and happiness because I feel like I've done health and wealth just throughout other pop podcasts.
Yeah, I like that.
And yeah, the one thing that's cool is the only notes you went over were girl dads and Trump, and we've been going for 115, so that's what's up.
I, f- I feel like I thought when we first started we were gonna have to line up. Remember, we were like, okay, let's each pick like two topics to talk about. Like, I was nervous we weren't gonna have enough to talk about.
Yeah.
And then after we've been recording, it's been awesome. But we talk about one, maybe two things. Like, and a lot of times it kind of goes on like tangents
Yo.
sometimes, but that's what I like about it.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like we're just on a FaceTime,
Mhm. Yeah, same. 100%.
which is fucking perfect for me.
Yeah. Then I feel like yeah, the same. And there's some loose structure, which is nice because for me it's a good just brain exercise to stay focused in one thing, and just
Yeah.
a speech exercise of knowing what I'm going to be talking about, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's good for me too because I struggle with I a lot of times I think about what I'm gonna say next and then I don't fucking listen to what the other person's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And
Sometimes I'll
so
listen to each word like too much. I'll forget. I'll listen to the sentence and then forget like what I was gonna say next.
yep,
I'll
yep.
be like, oh
That's
wait,
that's
what
my
was he
biggest
talking about again?
that's my biggest fear. And so then I overcompensate and then I just make sure I'm remembering what I want to say and I don't listen to anything they're saying.
Perfect. It works out. It
Yeah,
works
yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But what I was gonna say,
yeah. Oh, that's good shit.
I thought this was a great podcast. I mean, we touched on the Trump stuff. I feel like I can't say more about it without going super conspiracy based.
Oh yeah.
So that's where I want to go. So that might be a good thing to do with Matt and Nutty. Like I feel like we could get some good combo there. Yeah, the girl dad thing, I think we hit that pretty good. And then I thought there was a lot of other good stuff in there too. So what I like about it is like it started out we mixed in a lot of like funny stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but also get some like serious thoughts out there,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know? And you listen to these podcasts sometimes where they feel like you got to stick in one box or not, right? Like it has to be a serious podcast or it has to be a funny, like lighthearted podcast. And it's like we're just ourselves. So wherever the conversation goes, it goes.
Yep, yeah. Cause I remember when before we started, I was thinking that way too. Like it's got to be more like this way or this way. But then as we're doing it, it's whatever.
And at least this way, if we only have two people listening and it's us two, I'm still gonna enjoy making it.
Oh yeah,
You know, like
so much fun.
so, and I still enjoy the conversation, and it's
Yep.
a great excuse to get to talk to a friend. So
Oh yeah,
I got no complaints.
yeah. I'm not complaining here.
So when's when's the next episode going up? What's the next one we're gonna be uploading?
Um, I'm thinking about maybe that conspiracy one. Honestly,
I think so. I think
yeah.
we should.
Because
So
after just engaging and talking with people about that one more, I was like, very interesting. I was like, people
yeah,
really like this. So
yeah.
maybe just start just to kind of like just slightly lean, just more fun, or not more fun, but more loose, more
It
goofy.
it'll get more people engaged earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unless you're going super serious, like personal development or business development, like very
Like,
rigid and yeah, and niche, like just people that know us are kind of anticipating more of like a fun
mm-hmm.
probably show. So if we just inundate them with super serious, like emotional ones, they're probably not gonna want to tune in.
No, yeah, that's fair. I like that, and that's what I'm thinking too.
So I think you could do that. Yeah, I think that would be a good one to throw out there next.
Fuck yeah, yeah. Then it's pretty much almost done. Just um, the whole thing being edited down, and then the clips I just need to just get up there. So So I'm doing a clip a day until our next recording. So yeah, that's
Love it.
Dan. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. What's tour? I mean, I'm free next Monday. I know for sure. Next Monday night.
I like this.
Yeah,
I
that
like this.
too. All right,
So
cool.
let's stick with this, and then we'll mix in as needed.
Okay, so then I could even do a. I'm getting my vasectomy Friday. So over the weekend, I'm sure I could find like 15 minutes to do a special vasectomy update if you were free.
I'd love to talk about your dick and balls, dude.
Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. Everybody does. Yeah, yeah. Get in line.
Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit of too much self confidence, big guy. All right.
Mm, like it is what it is. Yeah, but that sounds good.
I've got nothing, no words
All right,
for that.
perfect. We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Well,
Well.
I appreciate you staying up late with me, bud.
Oh yeah. No problem. It's my pleasure. I love you. I'll talk with you soon.
Love you too, brother.
Peace, my man. I'm gonna do this.